Deep in the basement of Sofa Shalom, there's a dusty library that's really the home of a magical bookcase to another world, where Micah and Miri and their friends are home, where there's wolves and hares living fairy tales, Mr. Sayfair, the golem, and glass shoe sales. So come join us for the magic and mystery, maybe even a bit of Jewish history. Auntie PJ's here to give us a taste of all the adventures beyond the bookcase, beyond the bookcase, beyond the bookcase.
Do I hear my Purim players assembling? Is everyone ready to pick a role and get started?
I've got mine, casting agent.
Ooh, I like the initiative, Micah. And you know I can always use more behind-the-scenes help. All right, Mr. Agent, take it away.
Okay, so Evie, do you think you can handle playing Queen Esther?
Absolutely. Queen Esther was a total boss. Smart, kind, and strong. Plus, I have my junior costumers kit handy, so I can make an amazing royal gown for myself. The more sparkle, the better.
Could you make my costume with pockets, Evie? I feel like King Ahasuerus would appreciate pockets.
You got it.
Looks like you kids have got everything covered this year. Perhaps, for once, I can just sit back and enjoy the spiel.
Evie's going to play Esther. I'll be Ahasuerus.
I'm gonna play Haman this year.
Boo!
Hey, man! Could you all wait until we're on stage? There will be plenty of opportunities to boo Haman once we're rehearsing.
Sorry, Blue. It is my favorite part of the Purim spiel. Getting to be noisy and boo and hiss at the bad guy.
I have fond memories of playing Queen Vashti in the 1974 Temple Beth Israel production in Andalusia. I went just slightly off script. Long story short, I am no longer welcome at Temple Beth Israel. Their loss. I was just channeling the great Queen Vashti when I began my monologue. After all, Vashti herself wasn't one to just obediently follow a script.
This year's Purimspiel is going to be the best one yet.
It is indeed. You kids have things well in hand. I'm off to catalog a few things and organize the soundtrack for the spiel. Have fun, be good. Don't accidentally disappear into a world of stories and fairy tales.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, so let's finish up casting and get to practicing. Has anyone seen Jacob? He needs to pick a role, like, now.
He's been running around the library. I can't even get him to stand still long enough to talk about the Purim story. Every time I ask him who he wants to be, he just shrugs. I think he's kind of good with whatever.
We only have one more week to get ready. He has to learn his lines.
Well, there's always improv, I guess.
Improv is actually one of the oldest forms of theater. It dates back to ancient Rome and Atellan farce, which were masked, improvised, farcical plays. Kind of makes sense for Purim when we dress up in costumes to disguise ourselves, like how Esther hid her Jewish heritage from King Ahasuerus.
You're on a roll, Blue.
And the name Esther actually means hidden in Hebrew. Although some say we dress up because folks used to go door to door asking for charity on Purim, and being in disguise helped keep anyone from being embarrassed about asking for help.
Hey, Jacob! Can you quit running around? We need your help!
Sorry, Micah. I've got too much to do to slow down now.
What exactly are you doing? Other than tearing through the library and pulling random books off shelves?
I'm trying to get back to Mashal. We have so many stories we haven't even explored yet. Don't you all want to visit again?
Right now, we need to work on casting this Purimspiel. Not getting sucked into a whirling vortex to a land of fantasy.
But do we really?
Yes!
We've been down here plenty of times when the books have just stayed books. Today's a good day to just stay put. Besides, we're still not sure how or why we get brought to Mashal.
Okay. I really thought this book would do something. I mean, it is called The Big Bad Wolf and the Purimspiel.
Maybe just put it back on the shelf. I don't think Mashal is in the cards today.
Hey, look! It started glowing!
Jacob!
Sorry! Oops. Sorry. I didn't mean to drop the book.
Great, how are we gonna get the Purimspiel done? Esther needs to have 3 costume changes at minimum.
Now that we're here in the land of Mashal, we might as well have some fun.
There must be a reason that we're here.
Fun? There's no time for fun.
Oh, hi, Mr. Sayfair. Good to see you.
You meddling kids again?
I don't know if meddling is a fair word.
Excuse me? You've interfered in the race between the tortoise and the hare, completely changed Jack Be Nimble and Goldilocks' stories, returned the golden goose to the giant, and aided and abetted as Chicken Little stole 6 loaves of challah and 3 bottles of grape juice from me.
Sorry?
It was really only 2 bottles of grape juice.
Frankly, I don't have the time to deal with you right now. I'm smack in the middle of directing Mashal's Purimspiel, and I'm also in charge of the costume parade.
Hey, we're doing the same thing at home.
Michelle's Purimspiel sounds like fun.
Then I'm describing it wrong. It's hard work, and no one around here is taking me seriously. Places, people, places! Gustav, for the last time I need you behind Little Bo Peep's former sheep. How hard is that to remember?
Ticket, please.
Oh, hi, Golem. Almost didn't see you there.
You missed the 10-foot-tall clay guy?
I'm narrating this year. It is a very important role.
Yes, very important, Golem.
Hi, Mr. Sayfair. Am I late?
Little Red Riding Hood?
How did you know?
The bright red hood kind of gives it away.
We might have been there when you swapped from green to red, too.
You can just call me Red.
Yes, you're late. You think everyone else just got here early?
Sorry. I was just heading out to visit my puppy when I remembered I was supposed to be in the Purimspiel rehearsals.
And where is Bubbe? She should be here too.
All the more reason to check on her. How long is this going to take?
Longer if you keep talking.
Golem, would you mind paying Bobby a quick visit? I promised her a basket of muffins. You could have one on your way.
Oh, I do love muffins. But I have a very important role as narrator this year. I can't just up and leave during rehearsals. Sorry, Red.
We'll do it!
Jacob, we don't have time. We need to figure out how to get back to the library and help Auntie PJ with the Purimspiel.
Darn! Bubby really has an appetite for muffins today. Whatever am I going to do?
I got the basket. Come on, everyone. We can deliver those muffins. We'll be super quick.
Huh? Hey!
Places, Red, now!
Well, I guess that settles that.
Jacob, wait! You don't even know where you're going! He's so impulsive and gets so carried away. Ugh, I wish he would think before he acts.
He just has a lot of energy. Like, a lot.
Well, we can't let him run into the forest alone. Let's go after him. Don't worry, Miri. We'll make it a quick trip and be back to the library before you know it. I mean, usually we have to do a mitzvah or something before the door home opens back up anyway.
And visiting with her elder is a mitzvah.
Oh, fine.
Hey, Jacob! Wait up!
It's just over the river and through the woods. Thanks so much!
More specifically, it's just over the river a mile or so, and then make a right and another right, but then a left, and then kind of a leftward right, and then through the woods another few yards. Oh, Sayfair, you've got to stop doing that. Well, I'm sure this won't end in chaos.
Slow down, Jacob!
Or maybe you should speed up.
Oh, here's the river. Yeah, and a bridge.
Once we get through the woods, we should be right...
There it is! Bubby's house!
The quicker we can say hi to Bubby and give her the muffins, the quicker we can get back to business. Let's knock on the door.
Mrs. Bubby? Ma'am? We're friends of Red's. We brought you her muffins and...
Ah! Whoa! Bubby! Look out for the wolf!
Wolf? Where? Oh, you mean Zev. Don't worry, kids. This is no big bad wolf. He's one of my dearest friends.
Hey there, hep cats and kittens. Name's Zev. I know us wolves have a bad rap, but I promise I'm no bark, no bite.
And he just loves jazz.
It's true, Bubby Lou. If you got jazz spinning, I'll be there grinning.
So you don't blow down houses or eat little pigs or gobble up grandmas?
I never would. Besides, this wolf keeps kosher.
Good to know.
Zev and I have been friends for years now. Ooh, red scent muffins? Any chocolate chip?
I think mostly bran.
Do bran muffins have chocolate chips?
No, they're just plain bran.
Oh, she's always making sure I get enough fiber. We're just making plans for this year's Purimspiel and costume parade. I'm so excited.
Shouldn't you be at practice with Mr. Sayfair?
I'm an old lady. I can show up whenever. Nobody tells little old ladies what to do.
So who are you playing in the Purimspiel?
Why, Queen Esther, of course. I'm trying to convince Zev to dress up as Haman.
Boo!
They just can't help themselves.
I told you, Bubby. Old Zev goes a little overboard when he gets dressing up. I don't want any trouble. Remember that time I dressed up as you and gave Red the scare of her life?
That was quite a day. But Zev, you've got a flair for the dramatic. You'd make a fine Haman. Just picture it.
I wish there was some way to musically indicate a fantasy sequence. A harp, a jazzy trumpet tune would be more my style. That's more like it. Oh, cool beans, Daddy-O. Okay, let's try this Haman thing. I'm imagining it now. I am Haman, worst of the worst.
Scum of the scum, hater of the Jewish people. I dig Brussels sprouts with peanut butter and bread muffins without chocolate chips. This three-quarter hat
Sure is the bee's knees, though. That's the best part of the bee, you know, the knees. Haman's got style, that's for sure. Hey there, pals. You've got the wrong guy. Haman is... Well, I can be a scary, mean villain if that's what you're after! Whoops. See, Bubby? Even in my imagination, it just wouldn't work. I can't be the villain. I go overboard, and I get carried away.
People say that about me all the time. They say I'm a little much.
Remember when you used all the glitter in the whole supply room on that Vashti mask?
Or, you know, when you ran around knocking all the books off the shelves in the library?
Or, you know, when you ran over the river and through the woods to Bubby's house when we really needed to be working on our Purimspiel?
I'm sorry, everybody, but you know, that's just me. There are some things I can't totally control. I'm like my grandpa. He's got a little bit of the wiggles.
Hey there, hip cat. I feel you on that. Tends to make my day go kersplat. I've got a bad case of the wiggles myself, but it comes out in a growl or a howl, and then everyone runs away. Gives me the blues every time when I'd rather be smooth jazz.
Well, Zev, maybe Haman isn't the way to go. How about Ahasuerus, the suggestible king who marries Esther and makes some questionable choices, but ultimately spares the Jewish people?
Let me mull that over. Maybe a little jazzy trumpet could help me imagine what that would be like. Cool, thanks, sound guy. Okay, let's try Ahasuerus.
Check it out. I'm royalty. And again, with the sweet headgear, I'm rocking a very hip, bejeweled crown, if I do say so myself. I'd make a great king. I do decree that we throw the swingiest shindig this place has ever seen. We're gonna need the best music, the biggest dance floor, the most talented dancers, and the greatest food you've ever seen! All right. And since I'm the king around here, you peasants in the audience get to work at my razzle-dazzle soiree. Get excited for a night of serving drinks and cleaning up after other people. That's how the system works, Daddy-O. And I don't make the rules. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. I'm the king. Well, somebody needs to do the dirty work.
Where's the tomatoes?
Hey now, not Coolsville. Stop throwing stuff at your king. We're throwing tomatoes now? That's wasteful, and nothing makes old Zev angry like wasting produce. Sorry. See? Even in my imagination, I take things a step too far, and suddenly my wolf side comes out, and old Zev just can't cool down.
Ooh, buddy, I get the same way. I may not growl like a wolf, but I do get overexcited.
Zev, there are other characters you could play. What about Vashti, who refused to show off her beauty for the king's banquet?
A total feminist icon.
Try to imagine this one, Zev.
Oh, Zev's digging this fine frocking glittery tiara. I feel like the fanciest kitten at the cat fest. Oh, meow meow. Oh, come on. Cut your wolf pal some slack for once. I didn't even growl this time. What? You don't think I look hip in this dress? Huh?
That didn't go so well either, huh?
You think?
My emotions got the better of me that time. Even in my imagination again. Tough to cool down when everyone around you is burning up. It's hard out there for a wolf. Especially one who digs a cool costume. I ever tell you about the time your pal Zev dressed up in sheep's clothing?
Zev, we've been friends for quite a while now. I wonder if you have trouble controlling your emotions. You could channel your energy into something else when you feel like you're going overboard?
That's a really good idea. Like, what if, instead of roaring or howling when you get upset, you took a few deep breaths and counted to 5?
Oh, that's so crazy it just might work. I can't promise it'll always stop old Zev from howls, growls, or fouls, but I'll give it a go.
I like the sound of that too. It can be really hard for me to settle down too, but taking a big deep breath helps for sure.
And counting would help you focus.
Zev, you want to try it together?
Right on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, how do you feel?
Oh, pretty good, Bubby.
Not bad.
You want to take another crack at another Purim character? What about Esther's cousin, heroic Mordecai? He uncovered the evil plot, refused to bow to Haman, and helped Esther save the Jewish people.
Whoa! Mordecai was awesome!
I'd say he was a mensch, a good, honorable person, just like you, Zev.
Bubby, you're making me blush. Let me give it a quick think-a-roo through and give Mordecai a try. Imagination sequence commence. A cloak, hip hat, a slick gray beard. Mordecai's my man.
Eek! A wolf! Help!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, stay cool, Daddy-O's. I'm not here to huff or puff. I tend to sneeze loudly. Allergies. But that's another story.
You don't have to be afraid of me. Why don't you hepcats try taking a deep breath, too? I'm Mordecai, and I'm here to help save the Jewish people.
Oh, yeah!
All right.
Way to go, Zev. I knew you could do it.
Thanks, Bubbe. Looks like Mordecai is it. But wait, I need a costume in real life, not just jazzy trumpet fantasy imagination land. Check out the time. No chance we can whip up a Mordecai look so fast.
Don't worry about that, Zev. I have my trusty junior costumers kit. And with a couple cotton balls, a part of Bubby's blue bathrobe, and... Jacob, can I borrow your hat?
For Zev? Sure.
With a few tweaks, I'll have you all set.
You've been carrying that kit with you this whole time?
A costume designer should always be prepared, Mary. Especially for a fashion emergency like this. Let's see. A little glue, a couple of stitches, maybe add a fancy button, or 3.
Or 5, or 6, or 7, or 8, or... You're right. 3 is good.
Looks perfect.
This outfit's ace. Thanks for the help, cool cats.
You're welcome. Now, you'd better get to the Purimspiel before Mr. Sayfair flips his lid, if he hasn't already.
Miss Bubbe, shall we get to getting?
You got it, Zev. Come along, kids.
Let's go, everyone.
Chag Sameach.
Oh, darn! I was really looking forward to seeing the Mashal costume parade.
Oh, that was a rough landing. Oh, hey. I never noticed those things on the side of the bookcase before.
Has anyone seen my bookmark? I think it fell out as we came through.
Ah, here it is. Does that look like a key?
Oh, hi there, children. I didn't even see you there, but I'm certain you were here the whole time and not off on some fantastic adventure. I've still got plenty of roles to cast in the Purimspiel, if you're still willing to help me, that is.
Absolutely. Well, I'm a Hashverosh. Evie's gonna play Esther. Blue will be Haman. Jacob, any thoughts on who you'd like to be?
You know, I think I want to play Mordecai. I want to be a hero just like him. Brave and smart and kind. And a mensch.
Sure, Jacob, that sounds perfect. We know you're all those things. And a great friend, too.
I'll get started on your costume now. How do you feel about flowy blue robes and a bright yellow cap?
Sounds like it'll be the cat's pajamas.
That's right.